guys, and welcome to another episode of The Lisa Show, where we do cooking and eating videos. So if food is your jam, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. Now today we'll be making a kimchi ramen dish. We're gonna upgrade our usual instant kimchi ramen. I don't know about you guys, but I love kimchi ramen. That sour, spicy, tangy soup with the crunchy-ish kind of kimchi pieces and bouncy noodles. Just so comforting, so just goodness in a bowl, and most importantly, so easy. Now we're gonna start with a pot. You can use a regular pot if you want. I've got here an what is this? Like a traditional earthen clay pot Korean bowl. I don't know, that's what you call it, but basically these kind of pots are what you see the kimchi restaurants serve your kimchi jjigae in. They are, I don't know what they're made of, but basically they can take direct heat. So I've got here 200 grams of kimchi. Now you can use any brand of kimchi you like that you can find in the store. Sometimes they call it mat kimchi, basically cabbage kimchi. Cut it up, and we are going to turn on the fire. What we're gonna do is we are gonna stir fry. It's an important part of the kimchi ramen recipe, which is essentially just kimchi jjigae with ramen noodles in it. Essential part is you go through this process of stir frying your kimchi. Now, what that does is, it may sound a bit weird because, you know, the kimchi is not gonna be like crispy or anything, but it's more so like, I would say toasting your kimchi, so you get the full body of like flavor out of that little vegetable, as compared to just dumping it in your soup. So that's heating up. Now, you're gonna take your kimchi as well as the juices. Don't discard the juices that are in the packet because that is so full of flavor. So we're just gonna pop that in. And just spread that in a thin layer. So you wanna just keep tossing that around your bowl and spread them in a thin layer so all the cabbage gets the heat right through. And you start to smell that chili, that tanginess, and almost like smoky flavor of the kimchi as it goes through the heat. So we're just gonna keep doing this for maybe like 4 or 5 minutes. And you want to keep doing this until the kimchi looks like it's cooked through and soft, basically. Okay, and now moving on, we're going to be making the base of our soup. So I'm going to be taking here gochujang, which is the Korean red chili pepper paste. That was a mouthful. Okay, we're going to be taking about, okay, this really depends. I would say safe estimate maybe like a tablespoon, but for people who like their kimchi soup a bit more like gao, like, what is gao? A bit more concentrated, I guess, then feel free to go up to like a tablespoon and a half, or maybe even 2. It also really depends on the kind of kimchi you bought. You know, kimchi really varies, so I suggest if you find a kimchi that you like, stick to that one. Because the composition and the flavors like really varies across different brands. So I'm going to be putting a tablespoon and a half of gochujang. Okay, I'm going to dump that in. I've got here a tablespoon of soy. Okay, and I'm going to be taking about maybe like a teaspoon of garlic. I am cheating and I'm using pre-chopped garlic here. You can chop yours up if you like. And now, most kimchi jjigaes do have a sort of meat sauce in that. You know, usually pork belly. This is a vegetarian one. I'm not putting any meat. So what you can do is you can put in about a teaspoon of, or maybe a half teaspoon of chicken stock. You could use seafood stock. I'm going to be using here the stock from the ramen packet that I'll be showing you later. So I'm just going to be dabbing that in just to add a bit more like meaty flavor, I guess, to it. But if you have meat, then that's good enough. And then I'll be adding about 2 cups of water. Gonna turn the heat up on that. And you're gonna give that a good mix. Let that gochujang just slowly melt right in. I've got some left over here. I'm not gonna waste that. Just put that in. Let all that goodness just melt right into my bowl. Okay. We're gonna grind some black pepper, just for some extra heat. Up to you, however much you want. You can also add the Korean chili flakes, but I didn't have that today, so that's why I went with more pepper and more gochujang paste. Give that a good stir, and we're gonna let that come to boil. Just making sure that all of our paste really dissolves into the stew. Now that stew is coming up to a beautiful boil, I am gonna take my spoon and I'm gonna taste it. You should too. Always taste your food, guys. Oh, it's spicy. Oh, nice. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, I do like my kimchi stew a little bit sweet, so I'm gonna just maybe add about just a 3/4 teaspoon of sugar. Okay, and I've got a special ingredient here. This is not traditionally part of kimchi ramen, but we are upgrading our own kimchi instant ramen. So I've got here some tteokbokki, basically Korean rice sticks. These are frozen, so I'm gonna add these before the noodles. Just gonna pop these babies in. I love tteokbokki, seriously. These stumpy little rice cakes are the bombs, and I like it in stick form. In Singapore, in the grocery store, they do sell it in the slice form, but I feel like that's more like Chinese rice cakes. Korean rice cakes are always like tubular, if that's the word. But yeah, it's basically the one that you get in tteokbokki, you see in army stew. So, oh, I really love that. And the beautiful part about tteokbokki is that other than the QQ texture that you really, that I really love, oh my god, it's basically, it's a rice cake, right? So it's starchy. So when you cook it, once it tends to soften and cook, a bit of the starch kind of goes into the soup, and that thickens that just a little bit, making the texture just beautiful. Okay, because this is an upgrade your instant ramen series. We will be using instant ramen for this. I will be using the Nongshim. I think this is the shrimp flavor, but honestly it doesn't matter because we're just gonna be using the noodles. I'm quite particular about the bounciness of my noodles. My favorite is to samyang, but for this case, samyang is quite fat for soup, so I'm gonna be using the Nongshim, the classic Nongshim. So I'm just gonna take my ramen. If I can get it out of the packet, okay. And I'm just gonna plop that in. Just gonna push that down. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna let that boil. And now we're gonna take some of our garnish. I've got here some scallions or green onions. These ones are Japanese. They're extra like fragrant. I just love them. So we're just gonna chop them up and we're gonna dump them on top of our kimchi ramen later. So we're just gonna cut off the stalk and then we're gonna just slice that diagonally. And then I will be adding just an egg on top. My ramen is done. I'm just gonna grab my scallion garnish and I'm just gonna be putting that all on top. And we are done. We are gonna dig in. I am so excited. My noodles, the kimchi, oh, it just smells so good. Sometimes when I cook spicy food, like I get the sniffles. I don't know why, but oh, this looks amazing. Oh my god, that is spicy. Oh my. Kimchi. I'm gonna get a bit of that poached egg and some green onions and some noodles, of course. Noodles are the best part. My mouth is literally watering before I'm even putting this in. It's just so spicy. It's sour. It's crunchy. Just so I can't explain it. It's just so full of flavor. Like if you eaten instant kimchi ramen and you thought it was great, wait till you try this, because this is just gonna knock that out of the park. It's just so much more kimchi. Like kimchi times 100, you know? I'm gonna grab my lovely little baby tteokbokki right here. Oh, this is hot. I'm so happy right now. I could cry. Kimchi. Especially when you've got like a cold rainy day. This is the bombs, seriously. And you know, because of the tteokbokki that's thickened up the soup, mine is more like a stew texture. If you wanted more soup to drink, feel free to just add more water. Maybe add like another cup of water, and that will be fine. Oh, so good. Oh, this just made my day, and I hope it made yours too. So if you love kimchi ramen and you've never made your own kimchi jjigae before, I urge you, please try this recipe. It is so easy. Literally one pot recipe. Couldn't be any easier. It's so delicious, so comforting, so spicy, and the slurpy noodles is just so amazing. If you love this recipe, don't forget to like this video, hit the subscribe button below, and turn on the bell notification so you know when the next recipe comes up. And if you try this out, don't forget to tag me on Instagram. And we are done. We'll see you guys for the next episode. Bye!